This is WOOL-FM 91.5, Bellows Falls, Black Sheep Radio. And Roots on the River is coming up quicker than you think. It's in the wee small early parts of June. And I've got Brock Zeman on the phone. He's going to be playing this year. Hey, Brock.
Hello.
Have you played Roots before?
Yeah, we played it once a few years back, and we had an excellent time. It's a really cool festival.
Yeah, it's getting more recognition, but it's still got that sweetheart soul.
Mm-hmm. It's small, and I just love playing there. Actually, the tent was a nice touch because it was raining like hell when we were there.
Every once in a while, that happens. And you are coming down with your buddy Roger, what's his name?
Roger Marin. He's a great singer-songwriter. He used to play in Fred Eaglesmith's band. You
have been called a staunchly independent hardcore troubadour with a soulful, whiskey-drenched voice. What do you think about that?
That's either a lot to live up to or not very much to live up to, but it's accurate.
You've got quite a following and you get a lot of support, so you must be doing something right.
Yeah, it's just been kind of a stick-with-it routine that I, just keep going, keep trying to figure out the music biz. But otherwise, it's been a pleasure to just have the opportunity to write and record records and go around playing them for people. It's been wonderful.
Now, you've been at it for a long time. You signed with Busted Flat when you were still in your mid-20s.
That's right, yeah.
And you've played most of the major festivals in Canada. You're dipping down here in the States. Is there much of a difference between Canadian audiences and ones in the States?
I find American audiences are more receptive. They let you know that they like you, if they like you. And Canadians might be a little more reserved. The difference between the two places is the distance between everything in Canada is really, really far. And so when you're touring in the U.S., it's awesome because you have all these different options in major cities around, which we actually don't have in Canada. We have long gaps of nothing. So that's what I really like about touring in the U.S. is visiting all the little spots along the way and all the different accents and whatnot.
The most recent CD, Pulling Your Sword Out of the Devil's Back, has been getting some awesome reviews.
That was a really cool thing to have happen last year, I guess. We've never gotten those great reviews before, and it was really nice. We got a great one from No Depression. The record did well. It was nice to get some recognition, I will say.
What do you think the switch was? Where was the tipping point?
I just didn't settle for this record, I find, was the major thing. I saved a lot of the material to put all together on this one record because they fit so well. And I tried to record the record once before it, and it didn't sound right, so I went back and did it all again and, just really got it to where the songs sounded like they sounded in my head pretty much was the way I went about it. That's the only thing I did a little differently, and it was excellent to get that kind of response.
Did you do this all at Big Muddy?
Yeah, it's my little studio out here. I love doing stuff at my studio because there's no clock. You can go till whenever you want. You can make as much noise as you want, and you can record in your house coat.
And take the time to get it right.
That's right. Because I found I was holding back a lot when I was recording in other studios, just because you wouldn't go for that out there thing that you want to try because it's there's some embarrassing stuff of me that's been recorded, and when I do it at my place, I can just erase it and no one needs to know about it.
On your website, I think for all 11 albums, there are sample tracks that people can check into. It was really interesting to listen to your evolution in just the way you write and the way you sound.
Yeah, it's weird that you can do that with me now. Like over the course of all those years, it's neat, and I like the direction it's headed in.
Where are you going to take it? What do you mean, the direction?
The record's being more produced, taking more time with my songs, just trying to go the extra length on these records. Whereas before I was just trying to kind of knock out whatever I could, write a song, put it down, write a song, put it down. Since then, I've changed it to, really, really, really get into the songwriting process and censor myself and make sure I'm only putting out the best stuff and really work at it.
But you're not denying your rocker self either.
Oh, no, God, no. I have a whole other music catalog of a whole bunch of punk bands I was in during high school. That's pretty rockin' and equally as horrifying.
You should pull out a couple of those during the set.
Oh, I don't know. I don't think I'll be invited back to the United States of America ever again.
I was noticing on the song Rotten Tooth, some of your vocals sounded really out of Captain Beefheart kind of place, which I thought was great.
Well, like I said before, like my first musical experience was screaming in a punk band, and I did that for probably 5 years before I even thought about doing anything else. And then, so that's kind of my natural, that's kind of natural, my go-to, if you will. But it's kind of interesting because I was screaming so much when I was younger that my voice sounds a little different now, but I actually have more range than I ever have. So it's been good. I'm getting lucky.
And your songwriting has evolved. You're a good storyteller in your songs.
I've always stuck with storytelling. I really like storytelling. I like old guys like Tom T. Hall. I can listen to anybody's story, and I appreciate it. I'm trying as well to get out of the chronic country kind of tunes where it's, you know, the drinking over and over again and blah, 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 blah. You know, those kind of things. I like having a different range of subject matter.
What do you think about the label Americana?
I don't really.
Good.
That's been called so many things since I started listening to whatever type of music that is anyways. You know, it's insurgent country and alt country and Americana. I heard someone say Canadiana once, and I was like, whoa, that sounds funny. You know, I like Roots. Roots stands for all those. That seems to be my favorite one that I hear. The Canadiana, I don't know if that could grow on me at all.
What can people expect when they come out to see you under the big tent?
The show has definitely changed. We stick with high energy if we can, and since Blair and I have been playing as a duo for so long, I've learned to play bass with my feet, with the bass pedals, and guitar and sing. And Blair's taken over playing drums with his feet and playing guitar and sing. So it's kind of like the little band that can, you know?
Are you bringing the bass pedals?
Definitely.
Where do you find the coordination to play guitar and pedals at the same time? That's nuts.
Well, you know, organ players have been doing that exact same thing for years. And I saw a video of an organ player's foot playing the bass pedals as he was playing, you know, both keyboards. And I went, I wonder if I can do that. And so I just got the gear to do it. It was hard to start, but everything is. Now it's just an extension of what I do.
Blair, tell everyone about Blair.
Blair Hogan has been playing with me for, we're probably at least 8 years anyways. And he played bass when I was playing with Dan Walsh, who was also formerly of Fred Eaglesmith's band. He's been on the road with me since then, and he's since taken over on guitar. We do all the studio work together, and he's just my right-hand man.
Really looking forward to you guys playing at Roots.
Right on, and I'll meet you in person there, my friend.